Planet Orange, a leader in eco-friendly, effective pest control. Let us be your partner for all your pest control needs, servicing residential, industrial, and commercial customers without harming the environment. Planet Orange, family-friendly, pet-friendly, and professional.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
Warriors basketball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Toyota. With 10 hybrids to choose from, there's one for everyone. Toyota, let's go places. And by Xfinity. Experience a powerful and secure Wi-Fi connection for all your devices. Xfinity X5. Can your internet do that?
Great to be back at Chase Center. We got 3 games in the preseason on NBC Sports Bay Area. We'll be with you Friday, Warriors-Lakers, and the following Friday, Warriors-Blazers. It's also, I don't take for granted fans in a building. You know, you got to be vaccinated to come into Chase Center. People were able to do that. And, fans are the oxygen of sports. And just to have human beings in here, Kalena, after Orlando playoff bubble, Olympics with no fans, and, the very end of last season, we were excited about some fans, but getting Dub Nation in here, and I don't know when it will be, whether it's December-ish, January, whatever. The night Klay Thompson comes back?
Oh, my goodness. That's going to be epic. The energy is going to be through the roof.
First of all, I'm bringing my Kleenex.
It's going to be tough to hold back the tears, right?
I'm going to have a tough one with that.
He just loves basketball so much. We were talking about how much fun it's been to watch him on social media. His fun-loving personality has been on full display.
Well, remember, all his off-season stuff, whether it be on Instagram or others, we have compiled it for halftime.
Yes.
Okay, so
he's a legit sailor.
Normally halftime we're telling you, hey, go away and do what you need to do and come back and join us. This halftime, you want to see the full compilation of the exploits of Klay Thompson.
Everything we could fit in there is so much.
That's the 2021 version of I Know What You Did Last Summer. But that is coming up, and Bob Meyer's going to join us to start the second quarter. So the preseason, we get to talk about a lot of stuff as that one deflected, remains Denver ball. The free throws missed on the other end.
Warriors were kind of in a zone there.
Avery Bradley getting an opportunity.
There you go. He's a defensive specialist. Can he make the squad?
And we have to correctly pronounce Nemanja Bjelica as PJ Dozier. Nemanja Bjelica.
Instead of Nemanja.
Called him Nemanja his whole career, but that is now he preferred Nemanja as Curry can't quite flip it in.
That was smooth, that move.
PJ Dozier stepping into the 3. And Bjelica, that's what you want there. Knock it away from Jokic. Okay, now it remained Denver ball, but the Warriors had problems rebounding the ball, and until Wiseman gets back, you're going to be pretty small, so you got to be scrappy.
It's going to be huge. They're going to be tested defensively tonight. This is a really creative offensive team in the Denver Nuggets because they got this guy, Jokic.
I mean, Draymond can guard anyone, but I don't know that anyone can guard Jokic, who's killing it right now. He's got 9 already. Wiggins missing the open 3.
That corner 3 is going to be there so much because they're going to double team Steph so much. He's going to get off and Draymond's going to make the right decision, get to the weak side corner.
Yeah. Austin Rivers had missed 1 3. And flipped it in and drew the foul. Tough take. Remember, Rivers was signed towards the end of last year when they were down guards.
There's a lot of different guys that can score. Same kind of move we saw before that Jordan Poole put on him. A little fake. Like he's going to the left. A little wiggle, a little shake. Just explode by him. See if he gets to the free throw line. Concentrate.
So Juan Toscano-Anderson, the hometown kid, earned that contract at the end of last season. Right after this game will be El Viaje, the journey of Juan Toscano-Anderson. It's a really good show that we have for you on NBC Sports Bay Area right at the end of the game.
You'll want to see that. High motor with Juan Toscano-Anderson. I just love the energy he brings. Off the bench, you need that.
So for the Warriors, need to get the offense rolling a little bit here. Steph has been bottled up here. Austin Rivers steps out on him. Curry off iron.
Austin Rivers has gotten the worst of that on many occasions.
Yes, he has.
Got away with it there.
He leads to move his feet nicely, but that's the new addition for Aaron Gordon. If he becomes a mid-range jump shooter or steps out to the three-point line, already attacks the rim and passes and plays excellent defense. The Warriors throw that one away. So an 11-2 Denver run, and the Warriors coming up empty just on possessions with a few turnovers here.
You love what they're trying to do with the movement. Got Avery Bradley cutting off of him. Warriors have always been about moving off the ball because they have such great passers. It's just about making sure you don't try to do too much with the passes. Sometimes they can be a little overconfident.
So this is Facundo Campazzo. We saw him in Tokyo playing for the Argentinian national team. JaMychal Green also checking in, holding right now. Campazzo was a very good rookie last year, very experienced international player. And the Warriors are doing a couple things here. If you're going to bump a guy in the lane, then foul him. These little excuse me and ones, that's not good.
Well, the problem is they're switching a lot. So Steph ends up on the much bigger Green, and he just goes bully ball. He's trying to put people in the basket, and then the help comes over. Like you said, it's kind of a weak foul. So if you're switching like that, you better be ready to send help early.
Draymond will sit. Steph will sit. Otto Porter has checked in. So Bielitsa's 33 years of age. He was with Sacramento and then eventually the Miami Heat. Otto Porter was largely banged up for Chicago, but this is the former third pick overall in the draft. He had a 40% three-point shooter. He's had very good years with Washington and then the Bulls, but just too many injuries. So if Otto Porter could be healthy, that'd be a fine.
Super smart player.
Bielitsa drawing kick. Look at the ball move around. And Jordan Poole pays it off with a three. What a pretty possession there.
If Bielitsa is getting threatening drives to the basket, this is a shooter, right? Everybody's going to close out really long to him, get all the way up on it. If he can blow by people, get into the paint, kick it back out, it's going to be a problem.
And play defense
like that.
Just like that. Straight up, no foul. Otto Porter, I think I mentioned he could shoot the ball.
Okay, now you got some momentum. Getting up and down. Stops, turn into offense. That's what you need.
Bielitsa, Porter, Juan Toscano-Anderson, Avery Bradley, Jordan Poole. Andre Iguodala is resting tonight, will not play, but these more veteran guys are going to be part of this second unit. Nice little pull-up there.
It wasn't bad defense from Bielitsa. You get switched onto a guard. Just contain, contest. That's all you can ask for.
Monte Morris is super solid. Bielitsa attacking again, a drawn kick, and nice deflection by Morris. Remains Warrior ball. So Denver, they look like an elite team. The Warriors showing a few glimpses here. But play defense, run it on back, and you got a lot of guys that are going to run to that three-point line.
Howdy, Todd.
What is going on?
Our new barbecue brisket fries. Brisket. Whoa, is this my voice? Is this forever? Technically, it's only for a limited time.
Taste the Old West with barbecue brisket fries at Wiener Schnitzel.
The x-rays from your urgent care visit look good. Just stay off that leg, okay?
What about my rec team? I'm all they got.
Next season.
Thanks, Doc. Wow. You already scheduled my PT. I love doctors who work with athletes.
Does he know you tripped over a basketball?
That's a sports injury.
At Kaiser Permanente, we make getting care easy so you can get back on the court quicker.
S&G saves you 1, 2, free.
With 1 lifetime installation warranty, 2 ways to shop, at home or in their showrooms, plus free take-home samples and free estimates. And this month during S&G Carpet's Halloween sale, save up to 1/3 off select carpet, waterproof core, hardwood, and laminate. Get ready for the holidays and save up to 1/3 during S&G's Halloween sale.
S&G, more than carpet.
Go to sgcarpet.com for the showroom nearest you or to have their mobile showroom come to you.
When I told the club I wanted to open a tea house, they said I lost my edge. I followed my dreams because I knew I'd be covered. Pass the rose hips, please. Different insurance brokers. Because you're different.
Betty is saving big holiday shopping at Amazon. So now, she's free to become Bear Hug Betty. Settle in, kids. You'll be there a while. Ooh, where you going?
Here's a good Halloween trick. Buy a bunch of Reese's. There you go. Turn off all the lights in your house. Yeah. And then you just don't answer the door. Not sorry, Reese's.
Nuggets rolling early, shooting 72%, up 13. The Warriors are going to have an open practice on Saturday here at 11:30. $5 a ticket, and all the proceeds benefit the Warriors Community Foundation. The tickets all available at warriors.com. And I will be there. You will be there. We're doing a little Q&A with Sean Livingston, as well as going to be here to watch that open practice. You ever seen an NBA team practice live? It's kind of fun, actually. So if you haven't been to Chase Center yet, $5, bring the kids and bring the family and get here Saturday at 11:30.
And that's where they usually make the rookies sing or do something stupid or dance.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
That's fun to watch. I can't remember the song they made me sing, but I sang it well. I executed it incredibly well. They were all surprised.
Jordan Poole attacking into the lane again. So Poole's got 7 already. You talked about the quickness, the outside shooting, but the confidence. I'm thinking of your development when you had 14 a game and you're shooting 40% on threes, better than 84% from the line. Does everything slow down, or you start to believe in yourself, or what happens?
You're diagnosing situations a little quicker, a little easier. Because remember, when you come out of college, you're one of the best players in college, maybe the best player. So all your moves work in college. When you get to the NBA, everybody's faster. Everybody's a much better defender. You got to kind of pick your spots. You're no longer the best player, so you're trying to play a role, trying to play off of other guys. So it's totally new. So you're getting comfortable with that, usually your first couple of years in the league. And then all of a sudden, okay, the game kind of slows down. You know what to look for when you're watching film, because the first couple of years, you're just kind of watching film just to watch.
Right.
Now you're really figuring out exactly, okay, this is how I'm going to score here. Oh, I can curl to the basket, early transition here. And Jordan Poole is figuring it out.
Michael Green with the baby hook. So Bones Highland has checked in. Nahshon Bones Highland out of VCU. Stop Poole there. And the Warriors continue to kind of give these away.
But that move, that in and out, was mean and nasty. Just the pass was a little off target, but see, his moves work really well now.
26th pick in the draft, Bones Highland, and they are extremely excited about him.
He can score. Jamal Murray's going to be out. He's going to have an opportunity to show it. I think Emmanuel quickly.
Ball getting some playing time. Jeff Green to JaMychal Green. JaMychal Green's become a 38% three-point shooter. Reliable. For Denver, this is their second game of the preseason. Offensively, they're incredible. 15 of 20. And Bielitsa dropping in a 3 over Bol.
Bielitsa saying, I don't care how long you are, I'm going to shoot this over you and you're going to like it.
Get an early glimpse. Otto Porter and Bielitsa both have made their only 3s. Michael Green, and that's how you fly by and contest.
That's effort. Pick and pop is always tough to cover for bigs.
Otto Porter stepping into that 3. You're getting an idea as the Warriors have already taken 11 threes. They're 5 of 11. You're going to see a lot of triples attempted this year. Jeff Green, if he makes the Nuggets, will be his 12th team in his career. That will equal the Chucky Brown record. Oh, nice delivery. Avery Bradley off the Poole feed, and a creation for a teammate.
Talking about the playmaking ability. moving without the ball. Poole's going to find you.
Tell you what, Michael Green's become Reggie Miller. Shooting nothing but threes.
It's preseason.
Ooh, Poole again. Jordan Poole. How about JTA with a little drop off? And the Warriors a little run.
Put a little sauce on it. Having some fun out here during preseason. Getting the handshakes down. Everything's on point here. Trying to make a little run.
They call it the DHO, the dribble handoff, but Juan and then Jordan, nice assists.
The classic Hollywood story. We meet the hero, the all-new Nissan Frontier. Hero faces seemingly impossible challenge. Tension builds. The plot twist. The hero prevails. In Hollywood, this would be the end. But out here, we're just getting started.
Introducing the all-new Nissan Frontier.
I Smile Dental. I would like to make an appointment, please. Of course. Have you traveled within the last 14 days, and are you showing symptoms of coughing, difficulty breathing, or fever?
Unreal.
So Denver, 15 of 20 from the field. But in the last couple minutes, you get the idea. Jordan Poole delivery, Juan Toscano-Anderson delivery, and Otto Porter-Bielitsa both hit a three. The second unit's going to feel a little different this year.
Trying to finish the quarter strong. Come in the game with some energy. And again, you got a lot of veterans that can come in the game, get it back under control.
Avery Bradley, always been a Bulldog defender. Campazzo able to get in the lane. That is the fourth time the Warriors have had an and-one foul in the first quarter. At some point, if you're beaten, you yield the layup. But if you're going to whack a guy, whack a guy. You don't get called for 2 fouls if you hit him harder. Yeah. You know, it's like sets to shoot 2 free throws.
That's your motto. If you're going to whack a guy, whack a guy.
Well, that's the Chuck Daly Jordan rules.
Yeah.
He said once the whistle blows,
exactly. You can foul him as many times as you want.
Hit Jordan 3 times.
Campazzo played Argentina during the Olympics.
He did.
Played well.
3rd straight Olympics for him.
Steph has had a lot of fun with Campazzo, I feel like.
Yeah.
Last year, it was comedy watching it. Talk crazy to him.
Juan Toscano-Anderson. A little sloppy with the ball. And for the Warriors, too many turnovers and too many and-ones. That one off the Bull's knee.
If there's ever a guy that you need to throw it up to, it's Bull. You threw it straight at his shoes. That's not going to work.
The thing is, Bull's actually kind of a small forward in Denver's offense.
Well, that's the way he plays.
Yeah.
His dad loved to shoot threes. He's the same way. He's got surprising handle.
Final 4 seconds of the quarter. Jordan's got to create for himself there. A step back 3 to end it. And that will do it. So for Denver, they turn the Warriors over. They shoot it incredibly well. Bob Myers, the Warriors GM, is going to join us. Second quarter on the way.
The classic Hollywood story. We meet the hero, the all-new Nissan Frontier. Hero faces seemingly impossible challenge. Tension builds. The plot twist. The hero prevails. In Hollywood, this would be the end. But out here, we're just getting started.
Introducing the all-new Nissan Frontier.
Reggie Bush used to eat breakfast somewhere else, but then he tried Wendy's breakfast.
Are those fresh eggs for me? he's become a really big fan of Wendy's breakfast.
It's always bacon season over here. Tyler, please sign this for me. You the man, Tyler. Keep killing those breakfast sandwiches. I appreciate you.
I will. Don't sell that online.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Select breakfast croissants, now $1.99.
After all this time, some still haven't learned. Never go alone. Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights. Brace yourself for Netflix's The Haunting of Hill House, The Exorcist, and more.
Nuggets with the 13-point lead as we begin the second quarter. And Bob Myers, he gets so many titles. It's like president of basketball ops, GM, all these other things.
The Swiss Army knife. That's it all.
This guy runs the basketball department. That will make it simplified. I love the offseason in terms of, we were talking Andre Iguodala, Otto Porter, Nemanja Bjelica, and then 2 lottery picks. That's not a bad 5 to add.
We'll see, right? No, we like the vets. We like the youth. Just got to put it all together now. A lot of new faces, and really, you guys have probably talked about it, it's the health. I want to see the team with Clay, with Wiseman, and better sense of what we are and what we aren't.
So 5th in the league defensively, got that, some DNA on that, but 20th offensively. Yeah. And that's where the veterans and the shooting have to come along for the ride. We saw some shooting, but we saw some turnovers in the first quarter. You can't have that.
Well, that's one of the focuses, right, is to cut down turnovers. Offensively, we know we can be better than 20th in the league. And can't really even expect Steph to have the type of season he had. So we really, he needs more help. We hope we gave more help. We hope we gave more spacing with some of the shooting with the guys we signed.
We just saw Bones Highland, the rookie for Denver that they like so much.
You mentioned putting it all together. How do you feel about the chemistry so far? Because we've seen, obviously, the guys that have been here, they're playing well together. But even some of the new guys, Porter, Bjelica, with his pick and pops, they're kind of finding ways to work guys in. Do you feel like that may not be as big of an issue, at least earlier in the season, than maybe it was in previous years?
Yeah, look, our system isn't easy, as you both know. I mean, for people that watch, we're probably a little more complex offensively, a lot more passes, a lot more movement, not just a high screen and roll team. And